Hey kids, it's Mr. Vade. I'm back with our last 5-minute video lesson. I appreciate you watching these lessons. I have just shared a document with you. It's called Big 6, Step Number 3, Location and Access. Part of the Big 6 steps for research involves locating and accessing information. I'd like you to look at your incoming or shared with me folder, and I'd like you to find this document called Big 6 Step Number 3 Location and Access, and I'd like you to make a copy of it. I'd like you to rename this document with your name at the front. You should put it at the front of the word big, so before the word big, and then move this into your social studies folder or make a research folder and place it in there. Our goals, and it's just one for right now, is to use tools to find information in the sources. So we have this document, and I want to show you how it's set up. After you make a copy and rename it with your own name, you can start using it. It's set up into 4 columns. What do I want to know? Column 1. Column 2. Here is what I found in my own words. Column 3. A name of the source I am using with an attached link. And column 4 is other. We're going to have a lesson on how to use this. I thought I'd start right now with a kind of a pre-lesson, if you want to call it that, or we'll have another lesson on using this, but let me start right now how I would go ahead and use this. Let me take you back to Instagrok, and we can try using this resource. It's a document. If you take a look at it, it has space for you to collect your research. And we want to use it to research. When we're trying to find information, we have to have a place to store it and put it. And this is what we're going to use. And we're going to take notes, really, on what we find. And like I said, we're locating the information. And the question is, what do we do then once we've located it? We have to write it somewhere. And so this document, the purpose of using this is to write down the information that you find to your questions. So let's begin. What do I want to know? I want to know, did Columbus find any gold on the islands he explored? And you can state this as a question. What do I want to know? Well, here's a question. Did Columbus find any gold he explored on the islands? It doesn't need to be stated as a question. You can simply state it as information you need. I need information about Columbus's success in finding gold on islands in the Bahamas. So you can write it either way. Did Columbus find any gold on the islands he explored? You can pose it as a question, or you can write it like, I need information about something. Columbus's success in finding gold on island in the Bahamas. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to Instagrok. And I'm going to type in Christopher Columbus. And just to show you that it's okay to do this, although it's really not going to make a large difference, I'm going to type in gold. Christopher Columbus gold islands. And let's see what we get. Okay. So, Columbus. Anything about gold, islands? Well, here's just some key facts about him. Do I have anything on my... I can move this around a little bit. Anything on my map about gold? There's nothing about gold here. So maybe I'll go to a website instead and just begin searching from a website. Remember, I want to know, did Columbus find any gold on the islands he explored? Or I need information about his success in finding gold. Oops. So instead of going to... instead of looking at these key facts here, I'm going to go to a website. Let's preview these websites. This is a .org. Columbus reports on his first voyage. All about Christopher Columbus. It's Scholastic. That sounds like it's something that we would use in school, maybe for kids. Maybe that's a good one. This is a timeline. I don't know. Maybe I'll just find dates on that timeline. History.com. He lands in South America. Maybe that's more related to his landing and maybe not what he found. Just kind of browsing something that might sound like a site where I'd find information on his success finding gold. Gold of the Indies. Thematic essay. Ooh, it says essay. This might be Metropolitan Museum of Art. I don't know. That could be really long to read. Maybe not appropriate for what I'm searching. You can try it out though. I'm just going to, oh, Tyno Gold. How about that? It is a .com, stjohnbeachguide.com. Let me click on that, see where that takes us. Takes us to this. Tyno Gold. So from this point on, I'm going to begin reading the website. The lessons we have in class will be dedicated in understanding how to fill the rest of this document out. Here's what I found in my own words. We'll actually do this right now. The name of the source that I'm using with the attached link. So I want to end this lesson because I said that I want to keep them short. So let me teach you tomorrow how to kind of go about, getting the information off the site and putting it into your own words, and then some other things. But right now, let me just put the name of the source with a link. So what I would do is I go back to that source that I found right here, Tyno Gold. If I click on the home button, that didn't work really well. What I should try to do is I should try to do the search again. Let's go down. Let's try to make this happen and work again. We'll go to our, you can exit out of this. We'll go to this, the websites. We'll scroll down. Tyno Gold. We're going to open this in a new tab. Let's open this in a new tab. And it showed up right here. Okay, we'll open it in a new tab. I'll move this out of the way if I can. Well, here's the website. You can't see the URL right there. I've just highlighted it. I'm going to Control C. I'm going to copy it. Okay, or I could right click and copy this website link. And I'm going to look at the title. It's just called Tyno Gold. Doesn't really say what the website is unless we go back to the actual results. If I just go to my document, here's a link that I'm using. Now I've got access to it. Now I can always go back to it when I need to. In addition to that, if I go back to Instagrok here, here it is, Tyno Gold. If I click this, it's from St. John's Beach Guide. If I look at this, St. John Beach Guide actually. So I will go put that in my writing. I'll put it above it. St. John Beach Guide. Okay, so do that. Make a copy, rename this with your name at the front, and move it into a social studies folder or make a research folder to put it in. We'll talk more about how to do the research tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.